contacted an acquaintance of mine, Dr. Rick Strassman, who does a lot of research on DMT. And he said, Martin, sounds like this would be a good time for some ayahuasca. Here's the phone number for Jonathan Goldman. He is the head of the Salvia Divinorum Church in Ashland, where you're at. Give him a call, let him know that you're my friend, and see if you can go drink some ayahuasca. I think this would probably be a good thing for you at this point. So, sweet. I like that diagnosis. So yeah, I contacted Jonathan, and I ended up going to the Salvia Divinorum. And what ensued was I started vibrating like mad. I mean, just vibrating like mad. So I would drink my Daime. And as it would start to come on, anyone ever been to Salvia Divinorum? Okay, well, if you've been to Salvia Divinorum, yeah, you either you sit in a chair, you stand, you do your little dance. And if you're sitting in a chair, you got all kinds of people next to you. And so here I am, vibrating like mad. So that lasted for quite some time, for a number of months. And then, I kind of chilled out a little bit about the vibrating. And what I was starting to find is that I could feel everything in the universe in my hands. And this was very peculiar. What the hell is that? Why can I feel everything? And I can't even describe to you what that feels like. It's just energetic threads that seem to crisscross all of existence. And as I move my hands around, it's like, whoa, what the hell is this? I can feel all this different stuff. What's going on? So that was pretty bizarre. And then I started moving. And this also was very kind of awkward in the Salvia Divinorum Church, because again, you kind of sit in the chair and you don't really do anything. And I'll demonstrate. So I started in this chair. I'm sitting in my chair, and I'm just trying to, be a good boy at the church, and just kind of sitting there. Then I start moving. Like this, and then all of a sudden, my feet are going too. What the hell is happening? What the hell is this? I don't know, what is this? I don't know what's going on. And so finally, please, let's go to the next room. So the door's over there, and I was like, how do I get to the door? Oh my God, it's the most bizarre thing. Right? So I don't know, what the hell is this? And so this is going on for a while, and I'm kind of resisting a little bit, and then eventually, at one point, I had the Daime, and I got my eyes closed, and everything's all fractaled out, and geometry's everywhere, and then there's like this face on me. And it's not like any kind of normal face, but it's very triangular, and it's got these eyes, and it's all fractal, and it's pretty cool looking. And it comes right up to me, and it's just like, don't you want to let me be you? Okay. And I was, whoa, there I go again, I'm moving. It was so bizarre. Anyway, so that went on for a while. And then, I'm not going to just tell you the story, how it happened. So, one day I was at home by myself. And this was about 6 months ago. And I had some Salvia Divinorum. Anybody know Salvia Divinorum? Raise your hand. Salvia Divinorum? Okay. Salvia Divinorum is an entheogenic sage plant from Mexico. And it can be incredibly powerful, very, very powerful. But short acting, it doesn't last very long. So also through this time period, I've been doing a lot of work with 5-MeO-DMT, 5-methoxydimethyltryptamine, which I'll talk more about later, is just, that's the crown jewel. Without a doubt, 5-MeO-DMT is the crown jewel of all these medicines. But I've been working with 5-MeO-DMT and been doing the same thing. And also there, just really, especially with the 5-MeO, just being able to feel everything in my hands. It's a very peculiar experience of actually being in the center of all of existence and having the center is right here in the center of my heart and is radiating out everywhere from the center of me. And also through this time period, I was going through what I just simply called the voice. Because I would take in 5-MeO-DMT, and all of a a sudden, the voice would start to speak. And the voice would say all kinds of really cool things, like, I am water, I am everywhere. Remember what you do to water you do to yourself, for I am you. And the voice would go on and say all kinds of things. It was really fascinating. I should have recorded it, but I didn't. That's a long personal story. But anyway, so then about 6 months ago, I was sitting down and I was like, okay, I just want to work with some salvia. So I had just some regular leaf salvia, which if you have regular leaf, you have to smoke quite a bit. So pack a bowl, smoke a big bowl of that. It's legal, by the way. And I was like, okay, it's starting, that's good. So I packed another bowl, very big bowl, smoked that, and just kind of tell it, just wait, I'm getting there, just wait, I'm getting there. And then, if you've ever taken Salvia Divinorum, you know it's very particular. The way that the experience unfolds is very, very particular. It is undeniably Salvia Divinorum. For example, psilocybin mushrooms, ayahuasca, so similar. I mean, they're both based on dimethyltryptamine. So it's a very, very similar kind of experience, a similar feel, it looks similar. Anyway, salvia is in a class of all its own because it's an opioid. It's not a tryptamine. So it's affecting your brain in a very different way. Anyway, so I smoked this big bowl of salvia, and it's unfolding, and as it's opening up, by God, it's like the 5-MeO-DMT, which is really strange, because this is salvia, and it's like 5-MeO-DMT. And I would just say that my experience of 5-MeO-DMT is simply an experience of God. And I'll talk more about that. But anyway, it's opening up in salvia, as though it's 5-MeO-DMT. This is very particular, very strange. But see, 5-MeO-DMT kind of blows your ego out of the way. Which, so for me, when my ego gets out of the way, just God wants to talk. Blah, 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 don't come to this. But salvia doesn't blow your ego out of the way. It just kind of unzips reality and unfolds it back in on itself and turns it around and kind of spits you out back at the other side. So my ego is still intact, and so this huge energy is coming over me that feels like God. It feels like 5-MeO-DMT, and so, I ask. I don't know what else to do. It's like, oh, what the hell is this? So I ask, who are you? Just verbalize that. Who are you? And answer comes back. I am. So, okay, all right. And, my arms are moving around like this, and, I can't really control this. This is just, when I relax into the energy, this is just what happens. My hands start to go. So I'm not intentionally doing this. It's just kind of happening. So I ask, what are you doing? And the answer comes back, I am showing you my body. Whoa, that's weird. Why? Answer comes back, because I can. Because you can. Okay. What am I supposed to do with this? And my hands kind of float up in front of my face like this, kind of in this gesture of, I don't know,